welcome back to Corby Town TV, and this kind of is a second part of what we started the other day when we were in the cage, because today we're in the first team dressing room. It's quite exciting, Michael. We're in the first team dressing room. We're practically footballers. Anyway, this is Corby Town TV, so please subscribe, hit the like button and hit the notification button. There you
Correct.
go. And we're joined, Michael, aren't we, today by somebody who's re-signed for the club for the 5th time. And she's a very important job. Sandra Kyle, thanks for joining us. You said you would never do this, but
I did.
You are the Corby Town kit lady.
I am.
And so much more. But what else do you do here? What don't you do at Corby Town?
There's probably not a lot I don't do, and over the years haven't done. So yes, kit mainly, kit training, match days.
You've
You
done
name
everything
it.
apart
I've
from
done-
run the line.
Yeah, apart from be manager, and I always aspired to that one day.
That could happen, actually,
but
one
yeah,
day.
I've done the boardroom, I've done the food, I've run the bar, I've done kit several times.
So, is it difficult? This is probably. I'm not getting any ideas for sexism here. Anybody can wash a kit, but unfortunately, Corby Town wear a white kit at home, and that can be problematic, can't it?
Yes.
Especially socks.
Yes, very much so. It's more the shirts. The socks aren't too bad. It's the shirts, the grass stains on the shirts. But we all have little tips at home, Chuck, little home remedies that fix the stains on the shirts. So.
And of course, you're wearing one of the new blue, what would you call it, management team kits training kits with the
very good, I have to say.
King scaffolding on the back
Yes.
advert. So thank you very much to King Scaffolding. Very good indeed.
Yeah.
It's got your initials on the front.
Of course.
I
That's so
always
much.
like that. That
So
would be
people
tremendous.
know who I am.
And yeah, so we're not changing the first team kit next season or the season coming, this season.
No, first team kit will stay the same. We will have new shirts, but the first team kit is remaining the same.
But there will be the release of the brand new
Yes.
away kit
Yes.
that will be seen for the first time.
Saturday at the Deeping Rangers friendly game.
So we're filming this on the Thursday night, aren't we?
Yep.
We are indeed, yeah.
So they'll be wearing it or it will be released.
They're wearing it.
They're wearing it?
We're wearing
Oh!
it on Saturday at the game.
And it's green and white hoops, I believe.
They wouldn't be wearing green and white hoops as far as I'm concerned, that's for sure, because I wouldn't let any team wear that.
Oh, right. Okay.
Controversy
I must
there.
have read that wrong. It must be. It's a red kit. It's a all red
It
kit.
will all be revealed on Saturday. I have been sworn to secrecy by the chairman and the manager and the assistant manager that I won't say a word, and I haven't said a word, so if it gets out, it hasn't come from me. Until Saturday at the game.
Excellent. So there's not going to be too much coverage at the game. You're not going, are you?
I'm not there on Saturday, no. Dave Tilley's going to try and get a few bits and pieces, and hopefully we'll get that out there. Maybe a goals or two, perhaps.
Hopefully. It is pre-season. It is a friendly, so we can only do what we can do. Obviously, another question that goes back to the kit and what it involves. Have you seen the major changes, Sandra, in Corby over the last, 10, 15 years when it comes to the way that the backroom staff are actually affected by what happens on the pitch and how much work goes into actually involving the club and making, generally, footballers look good in kits that fit them? And
very much so. I mean, I've been here for 17, 18 years since I first got involved. I've watched them since a kid because obviously my dad was a goalkeeper, my granddad was the trainer, so my brother's obviously secretary and manager, and over the years, so everybody's sort of been involved. So I've been around the club a long time, but since I got involved with the kit, I mean, back in the even the attitude of the players coming in to how they used to be back then, turning up with their Big Macs in their hand and, ready to go out training. And then the professionalism over the years that's come in with different managers, bringing in different styles, what they expect of the players, what they expect the club to provide for them as kit, and, not just, we're not just wearing that. It's like, no, we want Nike. That's what we want, and the club have, aspired to get them what they've wanted. But yeah, a massive change, because we didn't used to have the training kit that the boys have now. half the equipment that we've got that they have now. But then, you know, when we've played sort of other clubs and they come and they've got all this stuff, you know, they're like, oh, well, why don't we have that? So, but I mean, yeah, over the years, it's definitely changed. Even the kits are easier to wash. You know, they're thinner, they come in short sleeve, long sleeve, you know. The boys can practically have what they want within reason. And the club have been very good at supporting that. So I just go over to the place and just order lots of stuff.
It's the best way forward.
Then the chairman phones the manager and says, or the assistant manager, and says, she's cost me an absolute fortune.
Now, obviously, we've got new shirts. They're not a new design shirt. It's the same shirt. It's the same design.
Yes.
Still black shorts, I guess.
Yeah. Home kit hasn't changed.
The home kit hasn't changed at all. That's a terrible pity. I really wanted black and white hooped socks. I think a hooped sock, a hooped sock.
Before,
Oh, it's just football. It's just the 50s, isn't it? And that's what we want. But I mean, obviously, you're going back to being a Corby Town fan. You're one of the few people now. There's not many around that saw Corby play at Occupation Road, at the Triangle, and of course Steel Park.
Yep, I've been promoted at the Triangle twice and at Steel Park. So over the years, yeah. I mean, my dad played in goal at Corby. At Occupation Road. So as young a memory as I've got is on the touchline of a football pitch, because he then progressed to run his own team, Corby Fuel. But yes, it's just, I've always been at football. It's what Saturdays are for. I don't do shopping, I do football. You know, and unfortunately I had to leave a few years ago when my dad got poorly, because you can't work full time in a hospital 12 and a half hours and do football committed as you need to be, because it's not an easy job, and sort of have a unwell parent. So the only thing that could go was football. So I had to give up football for that. And football was my dad's passion. He'd come up to every game. You know, he was always here. You know, he's travelled on the bus with us. He's been in the car with us up and down the country to all the games. I mean, sadly, he passed away and it was difficult to come back. But I have retired from the hospital after some torturous 3 years in intensive care during COVID, which was just nothing that anybody ever thought it would be. It was worse than anybody could ever imagine working through it. And now it just seems the right time to come back. Now I've retired, I've got a bit more time on my hands, so I can commit a bit more, be able to travel again now, because I couldn't do that with my dad. So yeah, and the atmosphere, I have to say, even though we've only been in since Saturday, there's a real buzz about them. The boys are very good, totally committed. The training that they've put in over the closed season, and watching them run out there on Tuesday night, even when they were sprinting against each other, is, yeah, there's some people can move that you didn't think would be able to move that fast, put it that way. But they are very management team as well. They're all very positive, and they're all there's not sort of any outsiders sort of thing. Everybody's in it together.
Retired at the age of 35. That is the way to do it, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen? It really
Thanks
is.
very much.
You can have that. Now, obviously, there's lots of questions, and obviously tomorrow morning, as I say, it's Thursday. We're saying goodbye to Shanti, a player that played at Corby Town. It reminds me of other players that we've previously lost, like Dick Dighton, because they're all in that kind of team in the early 80s. Yeah, we haven't mentioned the fact that Shanti played at Corby Town. Shanti, of course, famous for the fact that he was a good player, played down the wing, and along came his son, also with the same name of Kevin Byrne, and the famous chant, "There's only two Kevin Burns." So yeah, we'll be thinking about him, thinking about his family, and all those people involved tomorrow at the funeral. So but Corby, it's always felt like a family. It's always been a family club.
It's always been a family. Always has been. It was my brother got me involved. When I used to run the players' lounge and do the food, two of my daughters used to come up and help me. When Gordon was here doing like the assistant manager job and all that, Simon and Stacey, his two children, used to come up here and help. So my dad down at Occupation Road, my mum, that's where my mum and dad met, because my granddad was captain of Stewart's and Lloyd's when they merged to make Corby Town, when Corby Town was first created. So he then went on to be the coach of Corby Town, and then my mum and dad met at Corby Town. So it's in my blood. It has just been all my life. It's just always been there. There's always been, and like you say, like a family club. I mean, I walk around the town, people talk to me, and I don't mean it in a horrible way, but they say, "Oh, Sandra, how are you doing? You're right," because they know who I am. But I'm like, "Oh yeah, good, thanks." And I think
I get a bit of that.
who you
And
are.
I'm not famous either. So, but it is a great club to be at. And as you say, the anticipation for next season is huge,
it's
isn't it?
Massive, absolutely massive. I said to the manager, I know Gary from years ago anyway, but I sort of said to him, it's one of them. The times I've been promoted, 3 times I've been promoted here, and the changing rooms have had the best lads in them. Management, best lads, no bad eggs, no, they have just been top class boys, and the changing room has always been really upbeat, really, engrossed. They all, happy, laughing, after the game, have a beer, whatever. Really, really good. And these boys have come in, and they're of the same ilk. They seem to be all, up there. The management and the staff are the same. Everybody's sort of in it, and players, really, really buzzing. They came in on Saturday, and everybody's high five, really polite, pleasant. So yeah, it feels very, very positive.
We're feeling the same, aren't we, Michael? It's going to be a great season. We've got lots to look forward to and lots to hopefully enjoy.
Yeah, it's going to be good. I'm really, really, really hopeful. Well, more than hopeful. I'm pretty confident we'll go up this season, yeah. How that pans out to be, I don't know, but whether that's win the league or playoffs, but I think we'll go up. I really do.
And obviously there's lots of stuff been happening on the pitch, like fertiliser, grass seed, all the good stuff. And it's looking good. It's looking good already.
It is looking good, isn't it? You've got to take your hat off to the people out there that work on the pitch. There's been little tournaments going on all the time. They've still managed to maintain it. Put all these hours in that they do that nobody sees. They just turn up on a Saturday and just, they see the pitch and everything like that, but what they don't know, some of these guys are up here nearly every day of the week putting in, and people like Sandra, the hours she puts in, and people just don't see it. They just assume it just happens, don't they?
It is the lifeblood of the football team. Without the volunteers and the people here helping out, it wouldn't be the club. Now I think by the process of magic, we're going to do some sort of jump, and we'll be outside in the cage so we can go and interview a couple of players, because they're training tonight. They're going to be back in the change room very, very soon. So I'll say thank you very much to Sandra, Kyle. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. See, I did it.
She's talking about the interview, ladies and gentlemen.
I didn't want to do it, but I've done it.
She's done it, and very eloquent and honest as well. So that's very good indeed. We're getting also direction by hand signal from Stevie Noble, the chairman. So I think it means go away, isn't it? Is that what? Yeah.
Yeah,
So
he
we'll
doesn't
see.
look happy, does he?
We'll see you outside in the cage in a moment. Can you do a kind of shimmering thing with a kind of we just appear outside?
Actually, there's a massive zoom you can do like that, and it'll just make us appear.
Woohoo! We'll do that. Corby Town TV. Stay tuned, and we'll see you back here soon.
We will.
So here we are. We're back. Actually, we're at the edge of the cage in I don't know what do you call this?
A dugout.
A dugout! We've gone from the changing room to a dugout! We're practically ballers! Right then, we're joined now, because we didn't get much of a chance to have a word with him at the end of last season. Scores, of course, he only played a couple of games and scored 3 goals. One in 5 minutes. And scored an absolute peach. Charlie Sanders, how are you?
I'm very good, mate. How's things with yourself?
It's not too bad at all. So, your first night of training, I think, isn't it? Tuesday, you were here Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday. I missed Saturday, but I was away. But yeah, first one was Tuesday, and good to blow the old cobwebs off, and checked on my GPS and done some good mileage. So it's good to be back.
Of course, you're all wearing these tags now. You're all wearing these sports bras. I don't know what
GPS trackers in a bra. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It tells you exactly how much you've run, exactly the kind of paces you're doing. So, and it seems like the fittest player of the team isn't here tonight. So I don't know how this is going to go.
Captain.
We've got that. There was a ball. That was the gaffer, right? But Jaffa is certainly the fittest player on the park, it seems, and you're all trying to aspire to him and catch up.
Well, we try to, but I don't think we're ever going to get near him. I think he's got to be the fittest bloke that I know. What is he, 34 now? 32, 34?
He tells us he's 27.
35, 38. 35, yeah. For a 35-year-old bloke, he's a machine. I don't think I've played with anyone who's in that sort of nick who can run that mileage in them times. It's phenomenal. So what a bloke.
As a player,
Yeah.
as he's your team captain, is that something you aspire to and look up to and think that's the kind of leader we want on the pitch?
Yeah, I'd like to be still playing when I'm 35, but it seems to be getting harder each year. But yeah, as a bloke, and he's played at this level for a long time. Obviously, he's captain of the team, big influence on the team, and yeah, keeps us all gelled together. And to be fair, as a team, we're all in it to work hard. The Gaffer's got us working hard. I've played for the Gaffer for best part of 10 years now in different teams, and he always builds a strong work ethic around a team, and everyone's fighting for each other, so it's good.
So we put together you did most of the hard work of putting together a top 10 goals scored at the end of the season, and Charlie's goal was in there, wasn't it?
It wasn't, yeah.
Shall we ask him?
It was hard to keep it out, wasn't it?
So can you remember it? Can you talk us through it?
Yeah, it was funny because obviously first game you're always nervous, do you know what I mean? It coming into a new team, new set of lads, but I seemed to just drop in and everyone was really respectful. Lads got me in. Literally first 20 minutes, I think I picked up a booking, didn't I?
No.
I think first 5 or 8 minutes in.
We thought that's how it's going to continue.
Picked a booking up and then got the first one, which was good from a set play. I think we went 1-0 up and then I got that. And then, yeah, I remember Toby, we had an injury, Toby come on, and what Toby does best is he just closes people down. He won a ball in the top right hand corner of the pitch, and ball's been played back to me, and I just got it out of my feet, beat 2 lads, and then I just thought, well, I might as well just have a good pop at it. Swung it, and it's dropped in the top left corner.
And
so.
it certainly curled in, didn't it? It was
Yeah,
lovely,
it was
lovely
good.
to watch. And we've got that, and you can probably play that in that moment, then, can't you?
We can indeed, yeah.
That's what we can do in TV. And it is real TV. Just because it's on YouTube doesn't mean it's not real TV. I watch it on my telly. I cast it.
Me too.
Good. It's the best way because we look really big. Talking of really big, Charlie. How tall are you? You 6'2"? 6'4".
Just under 6'4", I reckon. I think I'm shrinking with age, getting older.
Because I was thinking with you with your studs on, you look no taller than me. I'm 6'1", so maybe close.
I'm about 6'3.5", I reckon. I'll try and claim 6'4", but 6'3.5".
Obviously, the one game you did play ended because of an injury, and you feel better now that's
to be
sorted
fair,
itself?
I haven't kicked a ball since obviously I had that injury against Spalding. I actually done it the start of last year, and it was the same hamstring. So I had to be very careful about obviously it repairing itself, and I've not really done too much work on it. Obviously, we started our 5k runs, which a gaffer always gets us doing, and putting them in the chat. And I just sort of eased into it. I've not done too many weighted exercises, just to give it the time to repair and recover properly. And obviously I trained Tuesday and it was good, so I've just got to ease myself in. We've got first game Saturday. Hopefully I'll get through 45 and then just sort of build off of that, because I don't want to put it under too much pressure, because obviously it's key to be fully fit, raring to go, ready come 12th of August. So
there's a lot of anticipation around the ground, around the club. How are you seeing it as one of the new boys coming in? Are you thinking this is going to be a good season?
Yeah, I think we've signed 4 or 5. I think we made some good signings. So I'd like to think that we'll be fighting top 2. I think top 3 come the end of the year. So.
Looking forward to the start.
Yeah, looking forward to the 12th of August. Let's go, baby.
They're all coming in now. They're in nothing but kind of footballers coming and go. But Charlie, thanks for joining us. It's been an absolute joy, and well done on the small part you had. Game, small part of last season, but we're hoping to see a lot more of you next season.
Top man, thank you very much. Cheers,
mate. Charlie. Whoa, what do we do now then, Michael? Don't go across the screen. Look at it, he's gone. He's just wandered off. Look, there's Danny, and it's quite good. I think all the players actually wanted to come in here and sit down, didn't they?
Yeah, they do.
So they can't.
No, they can't. Some of them are looking at us and wandering off, and hopefully they're not going to get collared. But we've got to collar somebody, haven't we?
Well, we could get Hilton Arthur just to come in and wave, because he loves to be on the camera, doesn't he? Hilton, step in this side 1 moment. Ladies and gentlemen, Hilton Arthur, here he is. Give us a wave. How are you feeling?
Tired.
Tired?
Yeah, man.
Are you working hard?
Oh, definitely am. Of course I'm working hard, but
Are you looking forward to the new season when it starts?
100%, man. Hopefully the team we got now should, take us where we need to be, because the new players are doing their thing. I see everyone is putting the work in, myself as well. So we're looking forward for the season.
And you had a bit of a knee problem end of
Yeah.
last season. Is that rectified itself?
Yeah, I'm back on the field, so should be good, man. No problems, no injuries, so ready to go, man. Ready to
You're
go.
looking over there saying, if you don't go in a minute, the boss is going to
Yeah.
find you. That's a bit of a fine there. Just sitting, chatting.
But yeah, man, like just letting the fans know, all the supporters know that we're coming through the season, innit? So just have faith in us and we'll deliver through as well. So all the Corby fans, just keep your
We're there.
we're
Get
there,
in
man.
there.
Come
Right,
on, you're
off
still
you
there.
go.
Hey.
Hilton up there, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. So what else we got to say then, Michael? It's all happening, and it's all happening right across the board. There's a championship kind of walking football competition coming up on the 6th of August as well. So it's all happening here at Still Park, and there's also a girls' championship this weekend. So football, it's back.
It is back. Did it ever go away? That's the thing. So many tournaments here through the summer and everything. They probably only got a short break, but the guys on the pitch, like said before, have done absolutely fantastic. And we're straight now into our first pre-season on Saturday, aren't we? There's not a lot you can take from that. We're going to be playing a team that will be their third pre-season, so they've already played twice. That'll be their third game deeping, so be an interesting one. Like Charlie says, he's hoping to get 45 minutes. I wonder how many players are going to get that sort of run out, you know what I mean? And he'll change it around quite a bit, you would think.
Well, I mean, if he's thinking he's going to get 45 minutes, you'd think we need maybe a squad of around 20 players, but there's one or two that are going to last the full 90 minutes. I don't think there's going to be no added time on there, is there? So, one or two are going to have to play a full game. You've got 3 or 4 that will maybe rotate. There might be a bit of that. There might be a few people come in that the boss can look at. There's 1 or 2 extra here at training tonight that weren't here on Saturday morning, of course.
Yeah.
So, it's looking good. They've got to go through their paces. It's a lovely evening to be out there playing a bit of football, bit of ball work, and there's 1 or 2 that aren't here tonight as well, due to work commitments. But it's looking good, isn't it?
It is looking good, and just looking out there, Greg Smith is out there. He wasn't here on Saturday,
That's
so
right.
it's good to see Greg back, and I know a lot of fans will be looking forward to watching him play again.
He's a bit of a beast. He's I wouldn't want to mess with him, but he was in the change room earlier. Yeah. Where should we go to next? Can we jaunt somewhere else? Or should we just keep the magic?
I think this is a wonderful place, isn't it? It's a windy night out here, and it'll be interesting to see. I like this dugout,
It's quite
I
handy.
really, yeah. Get rid of the weeds, and we'll be all right.
That's one of the nice new training tops. That's looking. It's got the team badge on it. What's on the back of there? Is that one with King scaffolding? There you go. You're getting that looks tremendous. These things, they won't be available. The training tops and the warm-up tops, it will not be available as retail items to fans. If you want a top with a Corby Town badge on it, it'll have to be the first team kit. As we've mentioned and Sandra mentioned earlier, the away kit will be available as from Saturday. The team will be playing at Deep Rangers in that. Or is Deep Rangers?
It is Deep Rangers.
They'll be wearing that on Saturday. So I don't know what kit they're going to be, what colour kit or what, top, shorts and socks. I don't know what their makeup of the kit's going to be. But that kit should be available in the club shop, and they think they might be able to open it on Saturday. So if you're desperate to get a copy of the kit, you can come up and get it here. But we're going to try and do things online. We know that the club's certainly looking at that to make that revenue stream more available for people that want a kit, and I think that's the right thing to do, isn't it?
Yeah. Does that mean if they're going to sell it on Saturday, it won't be till 3:05 or 5:05? Otherwise, somebody will get it before they played in it.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think there's something we'll have to pick up. Well, if we hear any detail on that, we'll certainly put that on the social media. So stay tuned to social media, as you would do, because you're here anyway on YouTube watching us at Corby Town TV. And there's been a lot of stuff. We missed a couple of weeks, didn't we? But there's been a lot of traffic on the site, a lot of people watching us, a lot of people enjoying it, and that's nice, isn't it?
It is, yeah. We still need to get those numbers keep coming up. That would be really good. Keep sharing it, push it out there to other people. It'd be great to watch other clubs, them watching it. They can see just get it out there, really, isn't it? It's not just about one club, it's about everything, you know.
It would be good to see an endorsement also from the league as well. That would be nice, at the Northern Premier League, saying, yeah, thanks very much, and keep it up. So, you know, we'll put it out there. If you want to send somebody down and having a word with us, that would be good as well. If you want to send, I don't know, do they have a spokesperson at the Northern Prem?
I'm sure they do somewhere, isn't there? You know, they always have plenty to say.
Yeah. So, or even pitching in. You know, so if pitching in could send somebody down, we'd be happy of them to have a chat with us, and that would be nice as well. So, yeah, it's just, it's just a good thing to do. Anything else we've got to add tonight?
Yeah, we've got a young Jordan O'Brien waiting to come in and join us. Come on, Jordan.
On the left side. He is on the left. Jordan O'Brien, ladies and gentlemen, it's all happening here. You're in the dugout with other footballers. How are you?
I'm alright, to be fair. How are you?
I'm all right. Are you taking this as a bit of a rest from running around the pitch because it's training at the moment?
Gaffer said to come over here.
I
I didn't know if it was banter or not.
No.
Maybe I was that bad, yeah.
I'd ask for him to come over here.
Was it a case of the set saying, you look absolutely shattered, go and sit down for a bit?
It's not a bad shout, to be fair. It is highly potential, yeah.
It's got to be said, Jordan, that at the end of the season, it seems that you had a massive turnaround because you try at the beginning of the season, it just wasn't working, and all of a sudden, the Setch effect, and you started playing proper football and knocking the back of the net. Was it a big change for you? Was it something that happened, or was it just the fact you felt comfortable?
To be fair, no, I wasn't getting much game time at the start of the season as well. And then when I came back under, who was it? Ats. I said to him I wanted to play striker because I've not played striker in years. And then I told him I wanted to play striker as well, Gaffer, and he said, obviously he didn't know much about me, so it was quite a good way to get in. Just say I play striker, and it worked out all right. Playing off the line, last shoulder. That's what I enjoy doing. To be fair, it's good fun.
And that's obviously the position you'd like to be in. Do you know what's going to be happening next season? Or well, I mean, you're going to be playing Saturday.
We've not looked at it yet. To be fair, he said we're going to try a few different things this season because obviously he's getting more boys in that he likes and he knows. But we've not actually looked at what shape or thing we're doing yet this season. So I'm not 100% sure, but probably looks similar to last season, I'd imagine.
We
done all right.
You don't want to hedge any bets, but
but we've done all right, so possibly.
How did you feel at the end of last season? Did you feel slightly let down, 2 points away from the
I
playoffs?
was gutted, yeah, especially because I had those little injuries as well towards the end. I missed 3 of the last 6 games. Yeah, it's horrible to watch, especially it's rubbish.
But
you're on this channel.
But no. But you are looking forward to the new season, and as I say, there's lots of people got big hopes at Corby Town, and for the way they're going to play here, certainly at Steel Park.
Yeah. Oh no, I think it'll be good. To be fair, this is. I mean, if you look at our defence, they're absolute monsters. A lot of them, aren't they? Honestly, all of them beasts.
They're going to be watching this and going, "Oh, Jordan O'Brien called us all monsters."
Yeah, they know that. They can look at themselves. Got a big, powerful back 4 or 5, which I think will do us very well. And then up front, I think we'll do all right. Confident with everyone, to be fair. Got a good squad.
Obviously, you've played at other clubs, and it's well documented you were at Sheffield Wednesday. How do you feel Corby is, I don't know, comparative to that? I mean, I know it's a full-time professional team, but do you see there's things that are happening out at Corby Town at Steel Park that you think, that's the way forward?
100%. The way things have progressed, outside of just football, is massive. Even this channel's proper. I support it, to be fair. It's really good, everything like that. But everything is really well ran. Everything they're trying to do, maybe sausage and chips after a game, I'd get rid of, but maybe sort of a healthier option. I don't have it, but some people don't complain. But no, it's very well ran, to be fair. Much better than other clubs I've been to and everything like that.
Well, let's talk about those other clubs, because obviously other clubs do put some different types of food on. Sporting Tulsa, well famous for their curries.
I've heard, my dad said, I've not had it myself, but my dad has raved about it, to be fair. He said it's very, very nice.
There you go. Curry after football at Corby Town would be all right.
Potentially. Yeah. I don't know, whoever's making it. Where else? There's
I-
a few different places.
I think it was at Luga Baruga, wasn't it? At Loughborough Dynamo, where they always give you pasta and a tomato sauce.
Probably.
Just tomato sauce. No mozzarella and no basil.
No,
Go on, right in. I don't care. I like the Americanisms. But pasta and tomato sauce, that's a good thing, isn't it? That's
Yeah, it's just obviously very, very plain, but yeah, it's all right.
Is food important, or
Does the
is
job.
it not just fuel though? You're not just topping up the fuel tank.
Yeah, but I've considered myself quite healthy. I like to eat good food, correct food. So yeah, no, I don't. I'm a bit picky and fussy.
That sounds to me like Jordan O'Brien would like to be the chef for the day at Corby Town.
I'd be all right. I'd do an all right job. I'm not saying they don't. I've never had it myself, to be honest. But yeah, just not my cup of tea, to be honest. Maybe.
I think he'd like to be playing for some sort of Mediterranean football club, maybe out in Cyprus. Jordan O'Brien.
Gyros, yeah, I don't know that.
He's all over it. He knows his food. He's a foodie, ladies and gentlemen. He's come out tonight here on Corby Town TV, and we're talking food. Michael, you like food?
Yeah, well, yeah, look at the size of me. Of course I like.
I like food. And this is the shocker. I'm a vegetarian, and I'm still fat, and that's because of beer, bread, and biscuits. It's also the name of my first book.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I like it. That's nice. Good.
So
I'm not read it yet. I'll try and read it.
it's a poetry book. You are a footballer. There's no pictures. I'm not sure if you'll cope.
It's fair enough. I don't read much poetry, but I could give it a go.
It's funny.
Is it?
Yeah.
You need to get me a copy and I'll
All right.
read.
I'll see what I can do. Jordan O'Brien
I'll
reads.
review it.
You can read some live on Corby
Yeah.
Town TV.
Give it a go.
But obviously you've had a 5-minute rest here. You're watching the
Yeah,
boys
it's nice
playing
here.
football. Do you feel now? Do you think I just want to get out and kick a ball around again?
Yeah, not on necessarily this bobbly pitch, but yeah, no, it's good break. But then it's a good time when you're like, I want to come back now. Like I'm getting a bit bored of just not doing much. You want the competitiveness and everything like that. So it is good, to be fair. Even the little games at the end, it's competitive straight away. Like from Saturday onwards, it's been physical. Everyone wants to win. It's good.
You're saying competitive. Nobody's wearing shinnies, are they? There's no taps on ankles.
Oh no.
No.
I caught a big stud on Saturday, on my foot, straight on. But that's alright. Happens. Part and parcel.
Have you got anything to say? The lovely Jordan O'Brien.
I haven't. No, not really. Apart from one of the rare times where your dad's not lurking in the
Yeah, I
background
know.
somewhere. He's always there or thereabouts.
Have you got a message for your dad? You shout him down at down the telly.
I'll be around to watch Celtic Rangers.
He hasn't said when. It's very clever. He's thought about it. You know.
Yeah.
He's obviously a Motherwell fan.
Who?
I don't know. Your dad.
Not a chance, no.
There's a-
Controversial
I
or
know.
what?
Well, you know, there's only one club in Glasgow, isn't it? And it's Motherwell.
Not going there.
No.
Not going
Please write to me at the email address below. I'll take any kind of criticism. It's always fun, isn't it? So I can only guess then if that's the case, because let's see, we might get a snag here on a bit of fishing. This is. Do you know what the new away kit looks like? Are you aware?
Ours?
Yeah.
No.
Do you think if it was?
I'm going to guess it's blue.
Well, I don't know. We don't know.
guessing by that.
If it's green, if it's a green and white hoop, would you wear it?
That? Of course I would. I'd be all over that. But I highly doubt it's going to be that. More like purple or blue, isn't it? Is it new?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know.
So yeah, because we've been wearing that purple kit, haven't we? That Echo purple kit.
Yeah.
So there'll be a new away kit for you to play in on Saturday afternoon at Deeping.
Oh, beautiful.
So there you go. Is it important to you as a footballer that you're wearing a nice kit and that it looks good and it's Nike and it's a professional kind of outfit that you're
To
wearing?
be honest, I'm not bothered at all. I've never been, like, even when I went back in my scholar days, like, they're all asking for certain things. I'm not bothered. Just get my boots on and play footy. It doesn't bother me. Obviously, the kits are nice. Not saying they're not, but... Right, Daz? Daz, come on, there's space over here.
We had Daz on the last podcast, and it was he was a bit dull. I had problems even remembering his name. I don't know what he does here. We have to ask the gaffer once in a while. But he was only upset because he hadn't been invited on here, and
I've got to go over.
And you better go then. The gaffer's calling you. Jordan, it's been a joy.
Thanks for coming. The big man has spoken. You
He has.
Go. You gotta go.
I think. Well, saying that, I think he was calling Jordan. He might have been waving me on to take part.
No.
No, he's still waving. I think I've got to go and play football, Michael. So we'll end it there, yeah. So
I think so. Yeah, we're certainly going to.
Because I've got to go and play football. I've got my shorts on.
Chucker's got to go, and he's got his Tottenham socks on. Already pulled up.
Oh, kind of Tottenham. So I've got to go and do some drills. Yeah, I'm not going anywhere. Not doing drills. I'll play a bit of football. I'm not doing drills. That's shocking. But we'll be back hopefully next week. We've got some more interviews. We've got some more players. We've got some more news. We believe that the fixtures will be out mid-June. July, around about the 15th.
Yeah.
If that's the case, we can summarise where we're going to be playing on those important days, the important fixtures that all fans look at when they come out, don't they? There's one or two clubs you're going to be looking at straight away.
Last game, Christmas, Easter. they're the ones. August bank holiday.
And when do we get to play the likes of who would it be? Diamonds.
Harbour.
Market Harbour Town.
Yeah, you always say that.
Market Harbour Town.
Yeah.
And why is it wrong?
It's always Harbour Town.
Is it? Could you prove that to me?
No. No, I'm not doing that.
So so you got Diamonds, whoever they're called, Diamonds and Rushton and Earthenborough Diamonds, whatever they're called, and that team, Market Harbour Town, and the big game against Spalding.
It is indeed, yeah. Spalding will be the big one, and I guess there'll be other big ones out there as well, which I can't remember. You know, some of the big spending teams.
Yeah,
really.
yeah.
And Spalding's one of them. That's a good stumped.
Yeah, but we've got a couple of trips to new grounds as well. So we're looking forward to that, to Walsall. Walsall. Last time I went to Walsall, it was the Bescott Stadium, but we've got a small team there to play.
That's right.
And we've also got a couple of trips into Coventry, the Sphinxes.
Yeah.
Opening there. So
I think you have this thing, don't you, about stadiums and grounds. My guess is you'll probably have plenty to say after visiting there. That's not necessarily a bad thing or a good thing. I'll be interested in your comments when we come away from there.
My biggest distaste about going away to football grounds, always, especially in non-league, is the food prior to kick-off and the certain stench of burning flesh. It's vile. Sort your fans out. Get it vented away and don't get it anywhere near the pitch. It's just disgusting. But that's a vegetarian talking, or even a vegetarian. So, but we've got so much to look forward to, haven't we?
We have indeed, yeah. Plenty to keep us busy out there. This is a much reduced podcast tonight in the sense that we only got one camera, we're out and about. That's because I'm gallivanting off to a festival at the weekend, and I've already been to one, Chuck's been to one, so I'm sure there'll be more on the horizon, won't there?
Enjoy Tanner Fest at the weekend, and well done to everybody that's involved with that.
All for charity, by the way, the Rainbow's charity, and worthwhile.
And I'll be drinking beer at the weekend. Nothing new there. But obviously, any news happens at Corby Town, you'll hear it here, certainly first, or on the socials. So check out the socials, whether it be Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. And of course, stay tuned here for more Corby Town TV on YouTube. Subscribe, hit the like button, and
the bell,
the notification button. But thanks very much for tuning in today. Cheers.
Thanks.